How's it going, everybody? For today's beer review, we're going to be taking a look at Avery Brewing Company's Dugana, an India Pale Ale. So this is Dugana by Avery Brewing Company. I'm really excited to try this because everything Avery does is really tasty. This comes in at 93 IBUs, so it's on the extreme bitter side, and 8.5% ABV, which is decently high. They call it an IPA on the bottle, but on, I believe, Beer Advocate, it's listed as an Imperial IPA, so we'll see about that. And the commercial description on this says, Lapulan rapture incarnate. As fervent devotees of hops, we found ourselves on a quest to create a transcendental IPA capable of quenching our voracious lupulin desires. Our mantra became unity of bitterness, hop flavor, and aroma. Enlightened, Dugana IPA was born, a brutally bitter, dank, piney, and resinous ale designed for those seeking a divine hop experience. Brewed with Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. So it sounds like it's going to be a super hoppy IPA, and I hope so. I'll be drinking this out of my Dogfish Head branded IPA glass, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Get the cap off of here, give it a pour and a smell and a taste, as you've come to know on the channel. Straight out, the color is what I would call a very light orange. It's a pretty aggressive pour towards the end, and that's forming about a finger of just slightly off-white, yellow-tinged colored head. Up in the light, it looks like straight-up apple juice, just a light honey gold color. There's not too terribly many bubbles streaming up to reinforce the head, so this may not stick around for very long. As far as smell is concerned, very juicy and bright. It's mango and peach, grapefruit, lots of orange, tiny little malt presence, almost to like a caramel kind of level, sort of. Fresh spring water or rainwater, if you will, and hops, naturally, lots of those. It smells really good. Let's give it a taste and find out if it is. Very good, very balanced too. Up front is a good amount of sweetness from the mango and the orange. That fades into just slightly, very slightly, and subtle malt undertones, and not from it being a bad bottle or anything either. This is very fresh. I think it's meant to be there, and it works well. And a little bit of malty and hoppy bitterness towards the end. And there's some strange taste in there that I'm having a hard time putting my finger on. I don't know. There's almost like a slight creaminess to this in a way, which is really nice. The mouthfeel on it is awesome for an IPA. Probably one of the most oily, creamy IPAs that I've ever drank, which usually with an IPA I like them to be very thin and, you know, refreshing and thirst quenching, but it really works well with what's going on with this. That's awesome. I'm actually really surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but that's just great. And they're calling this a standard IPA, though they're not calling it an Imperial, so my rating for this would be, I would give this like a 98 in the style. And like a 100 overall for me. I mean, this is great. This is a fantastic IPA. Probably this and Anti-Hero have been some of the best I've drank in a long time. And the way this beer finishes, it finishes once again very clean and crisp. And pretty quickly, which almost makes it seem like a Belgian styled IPA. Like it's a lot cleaner than your standard American IPA's taste. Obviously, this isn't Belgian style, but that's what it reminds me of. But yeah, really high marks for this. I'm giving it, for my own personal experience, this experience would be a 100 overall for me, and I would say representative of an IPA, it's got about like a 98 in the style. So, that has been my review of Avery Brewing Company's Dugana India Pale Ale. If you're into your IPAs and this sounds good to you, really suggest you guys seek this one out and pick it up, because it's a very unique IPA with its creaminess. That's really awesome. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the beer review as always, and stay tuned for the next one.